the runner recently ran in the New York City Marathon.
What place did you come in?
Oh, it's like 26,000.
But she took first place in the Chihuahua Chase. Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
I would say that's typical Chihuahua behavior.
Yes, I very much know that you would have been running out onto the highway to save that Chihuahua.
Probably. We've gotten out to try to grab some cats before,
Okay.
but in very safe places. But never a Chihuahua.
No, absolutely. Well, anyways, we're glad that Bean is all right.
Definitely.
Quick look outside. Let me get you ready for your Thursday. My first alert, or your first alert weather forecast coming right up.
Plus, the Yakima Greenway is getting a much-needed facelift. We'll give you the details on the revamp coming up. And an event at Pasco High School last night highlighted red flags that your child may be at risk, that may be hiding in plain sight. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Thursday.
Just hit 6 o'clock just a couple seconds ago. And
boink. So that's always a good thing. So welcome to 6 o'clock. Welcome to Thursday. We're just on the precipice of the weekend and we're getting close to the main holiday time.
Extravaganza.
Next week at this time. When it got to the 20s, and it'll be 21 next week at this time. That's when I allowed myself to get, as a kid, to get a little excited. So
yes.
Excited about that. So let's take a look outside. Good morning, Riley.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. And pretty calm throughout most of our areas. We have seen a hint of rain-snow mix coming through the Yakima Valley, but just the hintiest of hint. Right now we're seeing 10% visibility in Pendleton, 80% in Yakima, but pretty good visibility throughout our area. So we do expect to see fog to reappear in the Walla Walla area. So keep an eye out for that. So highs today across the board, we're in the lower 40s. We could see a little bit of sunshine, especially in Yakima. We could also see a quick spritz or two as we move along in our morning, but the threat should be over by the time we get to our afternoon. Mostly cloudy skies, for the Tri-Cities. And for Walla Walla, we'll keep an eye on that fog if it does reappear and if it holds on. We do expect more fog into our week, but hopefully a sunbreak or two today. That always brightens up the day. But again, we're not really seeing much variance into our weekend. So more sunbreaks, hopefully. Blues fog continues, especially in Pendleton right now, and staying average for our temperatures. I'll have much more in my first alert weather forecast coming up in about 10 minutes.
A 20-mile paved trail stretching from Natchez to Union Gap, the Yakima Greenway is a popular destination for hikers, bicyclists, skaters, and walkers. But Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us new funding is slated to up the appeal of certain parts of the Greenway.
The Yakima Greenway is starting a $600,000 to $700,000 project to renovate the parking lot off of 16th Avenue. It's a popular recreation spot in the summer for fishing and for families who want to get access to the river without leaving the city. But on the surface, it doesn't look like it.
They pull up to this stop sign and they think this is a great parking lot for a pit toilet and a garbage dumpster. They hardly know that this is a trailhead that can take you an additional 12 miles west into Natchez or 11 miles south and east all the way into Union Gap.
There's also cracked pavement and steep, unofficial trails down to the Natchez River. But that'll all change with the new project. No more dumpster, a restroom to replace the pit toilet, and 2 intentional trails down to the Natchez River.
A picnic area to give people an opportunity to really stay and enjoy their time here. A trail to the picnic area as people then have the ability to get down into the Natchez River. So it's a much more enjoyable place to come recreate, much safer.
The parking lot repaved with new security lighting and new signage.
So that the community understands where they can access the trail and the kind of activities that they can have in this area. Good signage, good lighting, always will bring that positive activity right back into this area.
The project funded through grants and donations, including $4,000 from the Pacific Power Foundation.
We believe that everyone deserves access to natural areas and green spaces. And so that's why, investing in improvements to the Yakima Greenway was so important to us.
At this stage, preliminary designs are done and engineering close to being finished.
We are in the process of seeking permits so that we can go out for construction bid. We're hoping maybe within the next few months that will all be in place, and then we'll really be able to see how quickly we can start construction.
They say the goal is to have at least some of those improvements done by the end of 2024. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Parking enforcement continues to be a sticking point for local businesses in downtown Yakima, and now the Yakima City Council is making yet another change. The council paused the parking enforcement during pandemic, then ramped it up earlier this year. But after a 500 signature petition along with complaints from downtown businesses, the council voted to put a 60-day moratorium on parking enforcement in the downtown area.
I do think we would be not listening to our community if we would not address this issue going into the holiday season where small businesses are impacted anyways because of the economy.
According to Yakima Police, enforcement in that area was immediately stopped, and the department will be sharing more about how this affects downtown parking in the next few days. Would you be able to spot signs of drug or alcohol use, underage vaping, mental health concerns, or unhealthy relationships just by looking around a teen's bedroom? Well, the Hidden in Plain Sight event at Pasco High School showcased some of the red flags that adults need to be aware of. It's a mock-up of a teen bedroom with dozens of potential red flags that are hidden in plain sight. According to Dr. Jacob Campbell, a social worker with Pasco High School's Bridges program, while the program is geared towards parents, it's good information for anybody to have.
There are going to be more than 70 indicators related to substance abuse, mental health, human trafficking, relationship problems that are going to be around that room. And really, the purpose is to come and to be able to provide parents with the opportunity to have a conversation and understand what is kind of going on for some of their students and to be able to see the trends.
If you weren't able to make it out to Pasco High's Hidden in Plain Sight, it will be at Chiawana in the spring. And Apple Valley News Now spoke with Dr. Campbell about what actions you should take if one of those red flags is spotted in your kid's room, or even if you feel like something just isn't quite right.
To me, the most important thing that parents can do is have conversations with their kids, talk about their own values at home, like what their values are, especially related to drugs and alcohol. I think that being able to, they can come and get support from either places in the community, school officials as well, but talking to their children is the number one thing that we can come and be able to do.
Campbell also says don't wait until you have teenagers, but start those conversations early, so by the time your kids are faced with potentially dangerous online situations, they know they can come to you for help. Some of those resources are available on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Hope Heals, a local nonprofit in Walla Walla, created to provide homeless individuals with basic necessities and care packages, is celebrating its 10th anniversary. Owner Annette Bovent created the nonprofit after a zero-interest home loan ended her homelessness 15 years ago. After going through that, Annette said her son brought her a care package, and then it all came to fruition.
So when I got my house 15 years ago, my oldest son went shopping, and when he came home, he gave me a care package. He gave me things that I needed, like laundry soap and dish soap and Comet and just a mop and a broom, things that I needed to start a home. So my son planted that seed.
And 5% of wall-to-wall furniture and mattresses October sales were donated to Annette and Hope Heals, totaling $5,500 going directly back into the community. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Get ready for more cloud coverage. We have foggy conditions in much of the Blues and a little bit of rain-snow mix. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast coming right up.
Plus, criminal records are no more after the latest graduates from Mental Health Court completed the intensive program.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet. repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone, and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records, and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months or save up to $3,000 on the 2023 Nissan Rogue. Better hurry. These offers won't be back in stock.
Here comes Eli Young Band, live in concert.
Crazy girl, don't you know that I love you?
Friday, February 16th, Legends Casino Hotel, Choppinish. Eli Young Band. Buy your tickets now at Ticketmaster at Legends Casino Gift Shop. Don't miss Eli Young Band at Legends Casino Hotel, Choppinish.
It's that time again.
It's our annual year-end inventory closeout sale at Mattress Depot USA.
This is your best opportunity of the year to save hundreds on brand name mattress sets.
All remaining models from last year's inventory are on sale.
Here's your chance to get a comfortable, great night's sleep at up to 60% off.
Don't hesitate, or else you'll have to wait another year to take advantage of these incredible savings.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back on this Thursday morning. Well, walking into a courthouse is not, well, always a happy occasion, but one district courtroom was all smiles and clapping as the Therapeutic Mental Health Court of Benton and Franklin County celebrated two graduates yesterday morning. Logan Sandoval and Josh Miller finished the intensive mental health program. Benton County's therapeutic courts are programs for people who have committed crimes that require assistance and resources rather than jail time. Judge James Bell opened up the floor for one of the graduates to share his advice.
I'd like you to take like 4 seconds, because I know you don't like to talk a lot. You don't. You're a man of few words. But maybe just, we got a lot of people here starting the program out. What can they do? What's some advice you would give them as they're starting this program?
I would say be motivated and stay alive.
Graduates Logan and Josh now get to continue on in life. Every therapeutic court graduation, there's always a ceremonial shredding of the charges.
Right on.
Both graduates walked out of the room without a criminal history. Well, the Supreme Court is wading into the abortion debate again. The justices are considering whether to restrict the abortion drug nationwide. The case concerns mifepristone, which is coupled with another drug, is one of the most common abortion methods in the U.S. The scope of the Food and Drug Administration's authority is at the center of the dispute. The FDA ruled the drug is safe and effective more than 2 decades ago, but challengers argue the agency did not do enough to study the safety implications of the drug. For now, it is available as a legal battle plays out. The new case could be decided by July. Coming up, we have more information about a student who was found dead in his on-campus apartment at Evergreen State College. And I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. I'll get you ready for that Thursday. Sneak peek at your weekend. Stick with us. You're watching Good Morning Northwest.
In the heart of Tri-Cities wine country, you'll find the Goose Ridge Richland Tasting Room. Located in the center of our vineyards is an opportunity to enjoy life through wines, hard ciders, Monson Ranch spirits, light bites, and live music at Goose Ridge. More than you'd expect, more than just a winery.
Everybody in the Tri-Cities has been to a Hubby's Pizza Party, right? You haven't? Acquire the Hubby's habit and book your party today. Delicious, mouth-watering food made with only the freshest ingredients. It's party time at Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years. Book your party today.
Low energy, overeating, and feeling hopeless are just 3 symptoms of seasonal affective disorder. Discover more about SAD and ways to help you feel better at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Proudly sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health, your 5-star rated hospital. This is how we care.
You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need. I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with, and not worth it. You deserve something better and better. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality health insurance. We have plans with as low as $0 out-of-pocket premiums, a network of local doctors, and a rewards program for making healthy choices. Nice. That's why we're America's #1 marketplace health insurance. So call us or go online now. And Better Health. On a mission for better.
Pasco Parks and Rec invites you to join in and get involved. They offer a variety of recreational classes and programs for all ages. Preschool to adult, there's a class, event, or program to keep you moving. Sign up now for January through April classes. Register, reserve, or inquire today. Join all the special events Pasco Parks and Recreation has to offer. Learn more at PascoParksandRec.com. Get fit, have fun, do more with Pasco Parks and Rec.
Here's a great way to get outside in winter and burn some calories at the same time.
It's really fun, and you just get be outside and you get to go in the snow.
Snowshoeing. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
I've got candy canes for you to taste. Try to figure out the flavor.
Oh, God.
What's that? Onion?
Next live, Tracy Ellis Ross from Candy Cane Lane.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your morning so far. And yes, we are looking pretty calm this morning, but we do see just a hint of shower activity coming through. It has moved out, but we did see a little bit of rain-snow mix going through the Yakima area. We have quite a bit of shower activity rumbling right now through the Puget Sound area. That does mean rain-snow mix to snow for the mountainous area. So if you are using the passes in the Cascades, do take care and keep an eye on conditions. So in our futurecast, we could see just a hint of shower activity come through our areas in our morning hours, but by the afternoon it will be over. Going to see a little bit of clearing as we head into our Friday and more clearing into our Saturday. It just depends on how tough the fog is going to be if we're going to see any of that sunshine, but hopefully it will do a world of good out there. So we're seeing, again, improving conditions for Pendleton. We were at 0 visibility an hour ago, so 30% visibility for Pendleton, 80% visibility in Yakima. Thick fog if you are heading into the mountainous areas, so with looming snow and fog, again, take care if you're heading into the mountainous areas. So air quality, we're still seeing a little bit of moderate air in the areas around us, but our regions, our cities are holding tough, very admirable compared to what we were looking at during the summer when we had this long of no wind. We definitely were dipping well into that air quality problem. So looking pretty good, and look at that, nominal winds, especially along the Blues and in the Tri-Cities, and we're not going to see much wind action for the week ahead into our next work week. Could see some shower activity, though, at the beginning part of our next work week. That will definitely help kind of change our pattern just a bit. So we are seeing below freezing for Walla Walla. Other than that, we're in the mid to lower 30s across the board. Our mornings have been cooling down. They'll continue to cool down into our weekend. Our daytime highs, we're going to be consistent right around that our average for this time of year. For the week ahead, not much of a variance, folks, as I've been talking about all week. Lower 40s, upper 30s for the week ahead. So hey, we're 1 week away from winter hitting, though it's felt like winter for a while, but that is a week away. Our shortest day of the year, then our days will be getting longer. Christmas Day, 11 days away, 2024. 18 days away. All right, our highs today, mid to lower 40s, pretty much for all of our cities. So that's going to continue really into the next couple of days, if not the week ahead. We just aren't seeing a big change to our weather pattern. So lower 40s, upper 30s for Yakima, and overnight lows a little warmer tonight, and then right around or below that freezing mark starting into the weekend. For the Tri-Cities area, at or below the freezing mark pretty much for the week ahead. Quite a lot of cloud coverage and possible fog on the way. And for Walla Walla, good chance of more fog on the way as well. So for your Thursday today, could see a quick shower or two in our morning hours. Could see a sunbreak in our afternoon. Fog will probably get a little stronger for Walla Walla. It already is in Pendleton, and similar conditions expected, but some clearing. Hopefully the fog breaks so we can see some of that sunshine on Friday and Saturday.
Well, you've heard us talk about the recent thefts of Kia and Hyundai model vehicles before. Now a resolution has been passed by the Seattle City Council calling for a federal recall of some vehicle models. According to one City Council member, this is needed since car companies haven't done enough on their own to prevent vehicle theft.
These particular makes and models that don't have the anti-theft devices are typically the low-end models, which means that it's most likely people of limited means who are having their vehicles stolen. They're also having a hard time getting access to car insurance because insurers don't want to insure folks.
A similar move has been made in Baltimore, Maryland, where car thefts have surged 220%, with half being Kias and Hyundais. In a statement to the ABC News affiliate in Seattle, Kia says it has complied fully with their requirements and the lawsuits and resolutions are, quote, without merit. Hyundai suggests the problems are only with models not equipped with push-button ignitions and engine immobilizers. The company says, quote, dealers are maximizing the number of anti-theft software installations that can be performed on a daily basis, which we report to the NHTSA weekly, end quote. According to Washington State Patrol, the Thurston County coroner identified the student found dead at an Evergreen State College campus as 21-year-old Jonathan Rodriguez of DuPont, Washington. Rodriguez was found dead inside his apartment Monday night, while two other students were rushed to the hospital with symptoms consistent with carbon monoxide poisoning. The officer who performed CPR on the deceased student also had to go to the hospital. Investigators are working with a contractor to look into the carbon monoxide alarm that went off earlier in the day. Rodriguez's official cause of death is still unknown. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, we'll give you a few ways that you can use the last few weeks of the year to prepare your finances for 2024.
This Christmas, give the kids a gift of fun at the 2024 Benton Franklin Fair. This package includes a full day of carnival rides, a youth admission ticket for kids ages 6 to 12, and a cuddly stuffed animal, all for only $30. That's a savings of $15. Available now until Christmas Eve at Kennewick Ranch and Home or the fair office in Pasco. Quantities are limited, so don't wait. Happy holidays from everyone at the Benton Franklin Fair.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bath Fitter. Every bath fit or bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted. Done right, installed by an expert technician, all in one day. Bath Fitter's biggest sale of the year is on now. Contact us today for an appointment. We can be there as soon as tomorrow. Many jobs are being installed in less than 2 weeks at the lowest prices of the year.
The holidays are here, and Honey Baked Ham has exactly what your holiday gathering needs. Whole turkeys, fully cooked and perfectly seasoned, just heat and serve. Turkey breasts, deliciously smoked or oven roasted. Or our famous slow-cooked spiral-cut hams, hand-glazed and caramelized to perfection. Complete your feast with one of our incredible sides and delicious desserts. So many choices! Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard in the Planet Fitness Shopping Center. Or call 509-579-5855. Put Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, home decor, and all things Christmas. We're unique and we're here for all of life's occasions. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Save big this Christmas with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book, posted at bimart.com. There's 20 pages of great store-wide savings, including everything you need for the holidays. At Bi-Mart, our members save more every day.
Season's greetings from everyone at Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, we're under 3 weeks away from ringing in the new year, and if you want to end 2023 on a positive financial note, there are a few money moves to consider before this year ends. Jen Sullivan has 5 things you could do to help set you up for financial success in 2024.
Before you say farewell to 2023, you may want to reflect on your spending and plan for the future.
You want to be able to have your ducks in a row. You want to have your finances organized.
Here are 5 money moves from financial experts to consider these final days of the year if improving your finances is one of your 2024 resolutions. 1. Look ahead and decide which big purchases you'd like to make next year. Then create a plan to afford that new house, car, or trip. With the Fed expected to cut interest rates next year, economists say you could land lower interest rates by mid-2024.
My sense is that interest rates have already come down and we expect them to fall further when we're talking about a 30-year mortgage or a 5-year fixed rate on the purchase of an automobile.
2. Tackle any lingering debt. Either pay it off now to avoid dragging it into next year, or come up with a plan to pay it off next year. 3. Boost your emergency savings fund. Figure out the most scaled-back amount you need in order to get by month to month. 4. Look back at the year and take inventory of your assets and liabilities.
The cash that you have, your investment accounts, your properties, have a list of all of those assets, and then have a list of the liabilities. If you owe on a car, if you know how much you owe on your mortgage, if you have any credit card debt.
And 5. Plan to invest. Decide how much you'll invest next year and in what.
You really want to try your best to still continue to put money into your account, whether it be your 401k, your Roth IRA, or any sort of retirement vehicles.
I'm Jen Sullivan.
And with quite a few of holiday packages going around this time of year, Richland Police has launched an initiative to stop porch pirates from spoiling the season. Operation Porch Pirate is a partnership between Richland Police and community members where officers have deployed GPS tracking devices on different containers serving as decoys left on residential doorsteps, allowing police to track them and anyone who steals them. Coming up, President Biden goes on the record with his most critical statements of Israel's handling of their war with Hamas as the civilian death toll continues to rise. That's next. Good morning, Northwest.
It's our annual year-end inventory closeout sale at Mattress Depot USA.
This is your best opportunity of the year to save hundreds.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months or save up to $3,000 on the 2023 Nissan Rogue. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
Indulge in Legends Casino's Seafood Buffet experience. Discover a feast of premium crab legs, succulent shrimp, and an array of delectable ocean-inspired dishes. Elevate your evenings with Legends Seafood Buffet every Thursday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, plus save up to $800.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Enjoy nature with McBee Mountain being a short hike away, and return to Anna Laurie.
where every sip of wine showcases Washington's beautiful terroir. Try one of Anna Laurie's house-made pizzas where creativity and unique flavors change seasonally to pair with their delicious, full-bodied wines. Take in the views of Red Mountain and experience the true meaning of farm to table, showcasing the fruit of the land and their efforts. Make your reservation to visit Anna Laurie Winery today.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone.
She's here.
Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
From Washington Broadband, where we construct high-speed internet, fiber, cable, and wireless all year round. From us to you,
Merry Christmas! Feliz Navidad!
Before it went through decades of design work, your mattress started with the most important detail of all, our name. Stearns & Foster, Uncover Exceptional.
Mattress Depot, USA.
A portion of the news is sponsored by Kubota.
President Biden says Israel is losing support over its indiscriminate bombing of Gaza as the war between Israel and Hamas continues. And the impeachment inquiry into President Biden has made it past the House after every Republican votes in favor of continuing the investigation.
And after some sun breaks yesterday, but will it happen again today for your Thursday? I'll get you prepared my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Thursday. Good morning, Riley.
Well, good morning, Jason.
What's happening?
What's happening? Well, it's Thursday. It's 6:30 and we're moving along with our day and our week.
We are moving along. The kids should be out of school tomorrow for holiday break. That's exciting. And we're just looking to hopefully see a kind of a change in our weather pattern. I'm getting a little tired of the lower 40s, upper 30s, and cloudy conditions. Will it change?
So this is an early prediction, and maybe a little too early.
Okay.
Do you think there's going to be
no
snow on Christmas? Is what I was going to ask, and I'm sure you knew that.
I don't believe so. It would be lovely. I know a lot of people hope for that, but it's not looking like a good chance of it this year. Maybe a little bit after. Let's take a look outside. Good morning, Riley, and good morning, everyone. We do have, again, pretty calm conditions throughout our areas. We saw a little bit, a hint of rain-snow mix rolling through the lovely Yakima region, but that has moved on. But we could see a little bit of shower activity persisting into our other areas as we move along in the morning, but they'll be quick if they do show up in your area. So let's take a look at what we can expect for our day today. We have maybe some sun breaks in the afternoon for Yakima, highs mid to lower 40s for all of our cities. Maybe a hint of sun breaks for the Tri-Cities as we move along in our morning. We saw some yesterday, so hopefully a little bit more today. And fog looks to reappear in Walla Walla. A bit of a break from the fog so far in Walla Walla. And again, highs right around 40 degrees. So what are we talking about today? More sun breaks, blues fog, staying average for our temperatures. I'll get you ready for your week ahead. My first alert weather forecast coming right up.
Now to the war in the Middle East and new questions about whether the Biden administration is pushing Israel to change course. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has the details.
This morning, the White House appears to be playing down President Biden's harshest criticism yet of Israel since the war broke out.
He was expressing concerns that we continue to see civilian casualties in Gaza.
At a fundraiser, the president said Israel is losing international support because of its indiscriminate bombing in Gaza. A White House spokesman would not confirm whether Biden's remark is an official assessment. If so, it could have significant implications.
As I said to my previous answer there, that they will act in accordance with the law of armed conflict and do everything that they can to match their intent, which is to minimize civilian casualties.
If they aren't, then isn't there an obligation for the U.S. to change
the way that it's delivering military aid.
That's a hypothetical that I'm not prepared to engage in right now.
Hypothetical if he's saying indiscriminate bombing.
That's a hypothetical I'm not going to engage in. We have expressed our concerns, the president has, publicly and privately with the Israelis, about the need to reduce civilian casualties, and we're going to continue to do that.
Today, U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan is meeting with Israel's prime minister to push for restraint and for more humanitarian aid. More than 18,000 people have been killed in Gaza, according to the Hamas-run health ministry. An estimated 85% of the population has been displaced. Encampments like this one, flooded by a recent storm, disease setting in.
135 hostages are still being held by Hamas, including Americans. The Israeli foreign minister says Israel will continue its war in Gaza with or without international support. The House passed a resolution to formalize an impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden. Republicans were able to mobilize their caucus and won support among all of them to pass the resolution along party lines, 221 to 212. This comes as Hunter Biden defied a Republican investigator's subpoena to testify behind closed doors. Instead, the president's son said he would testify publicly as part of the investigation into his father. GOP leadership has made it a point to indicate the inquiry may not result in an actual impeachment. Democrats call the move a political stunt to put a dark cloud over President Biden as he heads into an election year. A federal judge has paused procedural deadlines in former President Trump's election interference case amid an appeal over presidential immunity. In Wednesday's order, Judge Tanya Chutkan acknowledged she no longer has jurisdiction over some aspects of the case until the issue of immunity is resolved. On Monday, special counsel Jack Smith asked the Supreme Court to decide whether Trump was immune from criminal prosecution for alleged crimes he committed while in office. The prosecutors had also asked the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals to expedite its review of the immunity matter. Late Wednesday, that court said it would expedite the appeal. In her order, Chutkan also acknowledged the March 4th trial start date could be affected as a result of the appeals. But Chutkan also wrote the pause does not affect the limited gag order imposed against Trump or the conditions of his release. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
It's Thursday morning, everyone. Starting to see first light, and we do have a little bit of shower activity to talk about this morning. Also some fog. Let me get you ready for your Thursday and my first alert weather forecast coming right up.
Plus, we'll take a look at a new 3-year cruise being offered, promising a journey around the world.
Happy Hanukkah from Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
The Pacific Clinic is a health, sports, and medical campus where we feel like we're a one-stop shop. Primary care is everything that you do here at the Pacific Clinic. We really focus on preemptive care. And what that means to us is going out and playing tennis and working on that proprioception, that balance, that social aspect, flexibility, all those things.
Living an active lifestyle is extremely important to our health. Research shows that just by incorporating exercise into our daily lives, we can reduce our risk of cardiovascular disease by 50%. So cutting your risk in half is amazing. And just by incorporating regular exercise, we add years to our life.
Stress is the primary reason why living an active lifestyle is so important, because it reduces stress. Stress brings on anxiety, depression, all of the things that we don't want to feel.
So there's some really good benefits to cold therapy, specifically with regards to neurotransmitters. What's important about those neurotransmitters is when they go up, it improves your mood. And so it's become a really good treatment option for depression. And as far as the hot therapy, things like a sauna are really good at preventing cardiovascular disease, Alzheimer's disease, and even some respiratory diseases. I would recommend that folks take advantage of all the services we have to offer here at the clinic. You can make significant strides toward improving your health by utilizing all that we have to offer.
There once was a famed country music philosopher named Joe Diffie who said, if it weren't for trucks, we wouldn't have tailgates. So this got me thinking, if we didn't have tailgates, we wouldn't have tailgate parties. And I'm pretty sure if we didn't have tailgate parties, we probably wouldn't have football. And if we didn't have football, well anyway, I'm just thankful for tailgates, that's all. Here's to a great tailgate season. Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
We wondered, where do people do their banking? So we asked.
I bank at Hapo.
Hapo's my bank. I've been a member of Hapo since I was 10 years old, 60 years.
I bank at Hapo Community Credit Union.
I'm with Hapo.
You're not just a number there. You know, you're treated really well.
I feel like they're part of my community.
It's easy, it's convenient, and I don't know, I just love the people there.
I guess the question we should be asking is, where do you credit union? Join Hapo Community Credit Union today.
Here's a great way to get outside in winter and burn some calories at the same time.
It's really fun, and you just get to be outside and you get to go in the snow.
Snowshoeing. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News now at 6 Tuesday.
I've got candy canes for you to taste and try to figure out the flavor.
Oh, God.
What's that? Onion?
Next live, Tracy Ellis Ross from Candy Cane Lane.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Well, so you like cruises, do you? Do you like them enough to spend 3.5 years at sea?
Wow, that's a long time.
Because that's the deal. Long-term cruise startup Villa Vi Residences is currently offering.
The ship, named Via Odyssey, yes, set sail in May of next year for a journey around the world. It was built in 1993, enlarged in 2009, renovated again in 2019. It can host 924 passengers across 485 cabins, 8 decks, a wraparound promenade, and a large pool.
And the ship also has 3 restaurants, 8 bars, 4 lounges, a spa, fitness center, a library, and a medical center. Its flatter hull means it can navigate inland waterways as well as the open ocean.
The announcement of the new 3.5-year cruise comes shortly after Life at Sea canceled their 3-year offering. The cruise line was forced to reimburse passengers because the ship it was planning to use became unavailable. My first question is, well, what's the itinerary? Where are they going? Is it everywhere? 3.5 years? I think you could go anywhere, everywhere. How much is it?
Yeah.
You know, with
Great
housing
question.
prices right now, you might save money by living on the ship for 3.5 years.
We had a story a couple weeks ago about a retired couple from Australia who just decided, hey, we're retired, let's just hop on a cruise and then hop on the next cruise, and that's how they're living the rest of their retirement right now.
All right.
So maybe this is their next plan.
It could be.
You know?
If you want to see the world, this is the way to do it. Quick look outside. I have your first alert weather forecast. Let me get you ready for your Thursday. That is next on Good Morning Northwest.
Closing statements and jury deliberations are expected to take place today in actor Jonathan Majors' domestic violence trial. We'll have the rest of the details from the trial next on Good Morning Northwest.
Want $500? It's Santa's Big Give from Coca-Cola of Yakima and Tri-Cities. To enter, click on contests at applevalleyNewsNow.com. $500. Santa's Big Give from Coca-Cola of Yakima and Tri-Cities and applevalleyNewsNow.com.
'Tis the season of giving at Walker's Furniture, as we use this time of year for inventory reduction. Selling all last year model, overstocked, and discontinued items at savings of 15 to 40% off. With over $12 million to choose from, like living room furniture, bedroom furniture, or cute accessories for your home. Plus, take advantage of no money down, no minimum purchase financing for up to 5 years during the year-end inventory reduction sale at Walker's.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, Pai Gow, Heads Up Hold'em, or High Card Flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, We take your injury personally.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months or save up to $3,000 on the 2023 Nissan Rogue. Better hurry. These offers won't be back in stock.
Happy holidays from Queensgate Gardens. With family in town, it's time to decorate your tree. Visit Queensgate Gardens today to build your own Christmas ornaments. Tell Santa Claus what's on your list and create holiday memories that will last forever. For this season's holiday cheer, visit Queensgate Gardens.
Your Seahawks are back on Monday Night Football as the Philadelphia Eagles come to Seattle for a primetime NFC showdown. The Eagles battle the Hawks at 5. Then stay tuned for Apple Valley News Now primetime. It's all Monday night.
Tonight, celebrate 100 years of...
When I think of Disney, one word that comes to mind.
Whoa. Amazing.
Dreams.
Oh, wow. Supercalifragilistic.
Forever magical.
Disney 100, a century of dreams. Tonight on ABC.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your morning so far. Pretty calm conditions throughout our areas this morning. We do have fog in at least one place this morning so far. Did have a little bit of shower activity moving through the Yakima Valley, but that has moved on. We do have a chance, though, of seeing just a quick shower or two as we're moving along in our morning hours. Maybe a little bit of a band coming through as we get into 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and just maybe another little bit, but it'll be very quick if it does come. As we head into Friday, as we head into Saturday, we're going to be looking at more sunshine. Hopefully that is in case the fog is able to break. If it holds on, we may not be able to see it for some of our cities. Speaking of fog, 30% visibility for Pendleton right now, 80% in Yakima, and besides going off into the mountains, we are looking very good visibility-wise. We could see it reappear here for Walla Walla here in the next couple of hours, as sometimes fog gets a little bit worse as we move along in the morning. Air quality, we have a few spots around us of moderate air, but still looking very nice for our cities. And despite the light winds, it's holding tough, so hopefully it does. We know there's a lot of folks who suffer when air quality starts to take a bit of a dip. So winds nominal throughout most of our areas, and those light winds are going to continue for the next couple of days, if not into our next work week. So not much of a variance coming in our weather pattern, at least for the foreseeable future. So right now our highs, or at least our temperatures, are in the mid to lower 30s. Walla Walla, you're just below that freezing point. So chilly conditions, and we do expect even chillier conditions heading into the weekend in our morning hours. So for our highs, we're going to remain right around our average for this time of year, lower 40s, upper 30s. That is not going to be changing anytime soon, as we're just in a very average weather pattern where we're just seeing a lot of fog and a lot of clouds and a lot of average temps. Winter solstice just a week away. Next Thursday evening, we've officially hit winter. Christmas Day, 11 days away. And New Year's Day is 18 days away. So just 17 days left of 2023. For our highs today, mid to lower 40s for all of our cities. A few of our areas are a touch warmer. A few areas are a touch cooler. One of the areas that is definitely warmer is the Blues at those lower 40s. 7-day forecast, lower 40s, upper 30s for all of our cities in our 7-day forecast. Plenty of cloud coverage on the way, maybe a little bit of shower activity in our next work week. Overnight lows mostly below the freezing mark. For Yakima, for the Tri-Cities, same story, maybe a bit cooler. Better chance of fog popping up, especially Saturday, but it definitely could be popping up tomorrow morning. And again, quite a bit of cloud coverage, chance of shower activity to start our next work week. And that's the story for Walla Walla as well. Looks to be in the form of rain as we at least warm up in our overnight lows for our next work week. So for today, keep an eye out for fog this morning. It's right now in Pendleton and a bit in the Yakima region. Highs, lower 40s, light winds. hopefully a sunbreak or two through those clouds in our afternoon, and keep an eye out for a quick shower or two in your morning hours.
Now to the domestic violence trial of Marvel actor Jonathan Majors. New evidence has been released, including an audio recording and video from the night in question. Here's ABC's Rhiannon Alley.
This morning, newly unsealed evidence against actor Jonathan Majors includes a conversation secretly recorded last year, during which Majors appears to instruct his girlfriend to behave more like the wives of historically important men.
Coretta Scott King, you know who that is? That's Martin Luther King's wife. Michelle Obama, Barack Obama's wife.
Also shown in court, this video from the night of the alleged assault. Majors can be seen picking his ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari up, trying to shove her back into that SUV. Jabari claims minutes earlier, Majors had assaulted her in the back seat.
Jabari said Majors had broken her finger and cut her behind her ear after she grabbed his phone because a message popped up from another woman.
The prosecution also presented text messages from last year in which Majors refers to himself as a monster and appears to admit to hitting her. He also references his temper during that conversation recorded by Jabari.
I'm just gonna say this. My temper, my trauma block, all that said, right? And I'm gonna say I'm a great man. A great man. I am doing great things, not just for me, but for my culture and for the world.
But Majors' lawyers argue it was Jabari who attacked him after seeing that text message in the SUV. And they say this video shows Jabari at a nightclub after the alleged assault, using the finger that she claims Majors broke.
Majors decided not to testify. Jury deliberations are expected to begin today, and if convicted, he faces up to 1 year behind bars. We'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast, but first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, new details on the 32-year-old woman accused of pretending to be a Boston high school student. Investigators say last year, Shelby Hewitt enrolled in 3 separate schools, presenting herself as a teenage foster child as young as 13, going by the names Daniela and Ellie.
In reality, the defendant was a woman in her early 30s who had attended both college and graduate school and was employed as a social worker.
Hewitt pleaded not guilty this week to 9 counts, including felony forgery, identity fraud, and larceny. Now we're hearing from a former student of one of the schools who says she was friends with Hewitt, but never suspected she was a different age.
We would exchange phone numbers. We would have regular conversations about how our weekend is going. Sometimes she'll cry, get overwhelmed.
We'll have more details in the case against Shelby Hewitt coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Trevor Ault, ABC News, New York.
This is how it feels to do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Imagine that. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic for asthma.
Now, the morning sprint.
Timer now is 6:52. We're going to get to your first alert forecast in just a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. New funding is on the way to the appeal of certain parts of the Yakima Greenway. The Yakima Greenway is starting a $6,000 to $7,000 project to renovate the parking lot off of 16th Avenue. The new renovation project, funded through grants and donations, will remove the dumpster, replace the pit toilet with a restroom, and build 2 intentional trails down to the Natchez River. The parking lot will be repaved with new security lighting and new signage. The Yakima City Council is making another change to parking enforcement. The council paused enforcement during the pandemic, then ramped it up earlier this year. But after a 500 signature petition, along with complaints from downtown businesses, the council voted to put a 60-day moratorium on parking enforcement in the downtown area. According to Yakima Police, enforcement in that area was immediately stopped, and the department will be sharing more about how this affects downtown parking in the next few days. The Hidden in Plain Sight event at Pasco High School showcased some of the red flags that adults need to be aware of. It's a mock-up of a teen bedroom with dozens of potential red flags that are hidden in plain sight. Experts recommend not waiting until you have teenagers, but start tough conversations early, so by the time your kids are faced with potentially dangerous online situations, they know they can come to you for help. One district courtroom yesterday was all smiles as the Therapeutic Mental Health Court of Benton and Franklin counties celebrated two graduates. Logan Sandoval and Josh Miller finished the intensive mental health court program. Therapeutic courts are run by Benton County and are programs for people who committed crimes that require assistance and resources rather than jail time. Logan and Josh completed the program, and now they get to continue on in life without a criminal history. With lots of holiday packages going around this time of year, Richland Police have launched an initiative to stop porch pirates from spoiling the season. Operation Porch Pirate is a partnership between the Richland Police and community members where officers have deployed GPS tracking devices on different containers, serving as decoys left on residential doorsteps, allowing police to track anyone who steals them. According to Washington State Patrol, the Thurston County coroner identified the student found dead at an Evergreen State College campus as 21-year-old Jonathan Rodriguez of DuPont, Washington. Rodriguez was found dead inside his apartment Monday night, while two other students were rushed to the hospital with symptoms consistent with carbon monoxide poisoning. Investigators are looking into the carbon monoxide alarm that went off earlier in the day. Rodriguez's official cause of death is still unknown.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. We have a little bit of light out there, quite a bit of cloud coverage throughout our regions, even a little bit of shower activity, which ran through the Yakima region just about a couple hours ago. So might be some slick driving there. We could see a little bit more shower activity coming in this morning. Nothing heavy or anything, just a little bit of a spritz. Also, quite a bit of shower activity in the Puget Sound area, starting to bleed into the Cascades with snow and or rain snow mix. So if you're traveling through the Snoqualmie or Stevens Pass anytime soon, or White Pass, do take care of conditions. So 30% visibility in Pendleton so far. So fog not too bad today. Visibility has been much improved, and we are looking at, again, cool temperatures this morning. Light winds, those light winds will continue. So again, despite this morning, keep an eye out for fog throughout your area, especially along the Blues and mid-Columbia into really the weekend. Temperatures were just below the freezing mark for Walla Walla. Other than that, we're just above it or right at it. And we're going to continue to see cooler temperatures in our morning hours as we head into our weekend. So let's take a look at our highs today. On par with what we've been seeing all this week, lower 40s for the Yakima Valley and Ellensburg. A little warmer for Ellensburg today. In the mid-Columbia, lower 40s and warmer also for the Blue Mountain region in those mid to lower 40s as well. And we're going to be seeing lower 40s to upper 30s tomorrow into our weekend, well into our next work week. We are a week away from hitting winter, the winter solstice next Thursday evening. So just get ready for, again, more fog possible for the Blue Mountain region, maybe a quick shower or two in your morning hours, hopefully a sunbreak in your afternoon, and keep an eye out for fog tomorrow and for your weekend. Riley.
Thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA's next. Local news is back at 5.